Hello everyone. I am here to give my presentation on Sony Pictures Classic. My sector was film sector, so I should in my individual on Sony Pictures. I am here to describing the presentation regarding the Sony Pictures strategy, economic strategy, the current strategy, and the current situation of the market, and the expectation of the stakeholders, and the strength and the weaknesses. So I am stating here the Sony Pictures. There is a brief overview of Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures Classic is an art house film division of Sony Pictures Entertainment. It produces independent films from the United States around the whole over the world. Sony Pictures Classic has a story making more reasonable investment for the motion films, and they are taking their return very efficiently. I'm here to talk about the stakeholder of Sony Pictures Classics. If we are discussing about the stakeholders, we can say them who is strictly, directly, or who is not directly related, but who is concerned about the business, who is concerned about the Sony Pictures strategy, who is influence the strategy of Sony Pictures. They are the stakeholders of Sony Pictures. So we can say, let's say, CEO, partner, competitors, investor, analysis, audience, artists, advertising media, distribution center, journalists, local communities, government. For the Sony Pictures Classic, we can say the CEO, the partners, they are the main part of, as a stakeholders, and the competitors and the investors, analysis, audience. They are the vital part of the competitors as well. And who was working for the Sony Pictures Limited, they are the concern about the they influence the strategy of the Sony Pictures, so they are key stakeholder as well. The audience, the big stakeholders of Sony Pictures Classic, this is the audience. Advertising media, distribution, and journalists, local communities, government. All the stakeholders, they are influencing the Sony Pictures Limited. Distribution centers, they are helping to release the movie. Journalists, they are criticized, good criticize, bad criticize, they are criticizing the film. So the broadcasting of films to making market of a Sony Pictures, they are helping a lot. So they are the big concern about the Sony Pictures Classic. So here we can make a graph. Who is high level of interest, who is low power, low and high, employee unions, competitors, business, community, audience, government, advertising media, and institution of shareholders as well. They are the high level of interest of the Sony Pictures. So they are the we can put there as a high level of interest and low level of power. So here we can say that the needs of expectation of the stakeholders of Sony to complete the project on time, within the budget, free from the conflict and overall profit. Stakeholders maintain a wide range of roles of a film sector. Like, however, regardless of their roles and responsibilities, all the stakeholders carry a significant amount of weight of the final outcomes of the sector. Because from the very beginning of the Sony Classic, as they are producing it, they are making the motion movie, they are making the documentary, they are making the animated movie. So from the very beginning of making a movie and the releasing time, the end of the time, all the stakeholders are carrying some vital portion, significant amount of responsibilities to finish their work. And the stakeholders is concerned about to finish their that work on time and within the budget and without any hazard. And for making meeting the expectation of stakeholders, the strategy of the Sony Pictures Classics, they are in induction the ongoing development, which is going to, because they are getting the development of the all over all the technology, and they are concerned about the inflation, they are concerned about the environment, they are concerned about the political stabilization. So involve the meet their expectation for this to fulfill their stakeholders' expectation, it would be better for the Sony Pictures. It can make good strategy to involve the stakeholders to make the strategy for the Sony Pictures, because they are the concern about the strategy. They are the concern about the Sony Pictures Limited, the Sony Pictures Classic. So if the stakeholders are involved to make the strategy for the Sony Pictures Classics, it will be better for the Sony Pictures as well. And the formal evaluation, individual performance is related by group chairman, like to make a committee, to make an individual committee to perform this one, to get the feedback from the stakeholders as well. The financial position of Sony, we can see here that 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. Because for the recession, for the global economic crisis, we can say that after 2007 is going to getting lower and lower. So at this age, this is so much tough to produce, to making a strategy for the Sony Picture, to making a film, to making a movie. So for current global economic crisis, Sony is struggling to maximize their profit. So their good concern, their big concern for making their business and profitable. So they are making their strategy for the concern about the economic crisis, global economic, and they are investing before they are invest. They are study about the global economy before they are invest on the film sector or making a new movie. If we can say that for the everything, for the stakeholders, for the economic situation, for the all over the things, we can say the current study is different. The current study on global economy, technologies, stakeholders, and the competitors. Sony Classics make its strategy. Global economy, we can say that is not too bad or no, but crisis is now going on. And technology, the new technology is coming day by day, and stakeholders are more concerned to make the profitable, to make the strategy for the Sony Pictures Classic and companies Classic. So the strategy, current strategy is they are taking like adopting new technology. They are adopting the new technology. They are using the new technology for making the film, for making the movie, and drive stakeholder engagement. Like if the strategy, if all the sectors, if the stakeholders are engaged to make the strategy, it will be better for the Sony Picture Classic. So they make this sort of strategy, and managing face the current risk on the market. They are producing, they are the profitable business. They are doing profitable business. They are doing business for making money. So if they can manage to the current risk, and they can manage to the market to make the profit. So this sort of things, they are doing their current strategy to researching the market, the current strategy, and the threats of the market. Market analyze before invest. Before I say that, before invest, the current strategy of the Sony Pictures Limited, they are investigate about the market, about the future, about the next 6 months, 1 month, 1 year regarding their production. Now we can say here that the strength and weakness. I am going to say. Strength is of Sony Pictures Classic is reputation of good movie. They are releasing a very good movie all over the world, and its history. If we are read about its history, we can say that they are getting a lots of award last 10 years. Skills, technician, and good technology. Whenever they are getting any good technology, they are adapting themselves. So they have the good technician, and this is a very good strength of Sony Pictures Classic. Concern about the customer. The audience is the main things of the Sony Pictures Classic. So they are too much concerned. What are they are demanding? Every time they are concerned about the customers. Good communication, or we can say that good communication is a very good strength of the Sony Classic. They can communicate the audience what they are want to get from the Sony Pictures. They can reflect themselves. Social responsibility. They are making some movie to award the people, to make the awareness awareness some globally, environmental, economical. So they are doing their some social responsibility. So we can say that this is a good strength of Sony Classic as well. Concern of stakeholders, we already discussed about this one. And weaknesses, if we say that, because Sony Pictures is a very big company, they have a lots of good strengths, but we can't say that they don't have any weaknesses. If we are discussing about the weaknesses, we can say that the present difficult financial environment, sometimes they are thinking they are going to profit by this sort of project, but sometimes they are facing difficulties for the financial environment. Customer expectation is high standard. All the time the customer is expecting good quality. So it's sometimes it's too tough to manage the expectation of the customers. Look out less, it fails customer expectation as well. Increasing the customer expectation, as I'm telling, I told, day by day it's getting higher and higher the customer expectation. So sometimes it's too tough to increase to match the customer's expectation. Declining the revenue as the customer crisis. So every day after year, they are getting the declining the revenue. They are getting less revenue than the previous rather than the previous year. Increasing the rival, and this is class motion film industry. There is a lots of film company all over the world. So because if they are not concerning about the technology, if they are not concerned about the stakeholders, if they are not concerned about the global environment, global economy, global political, so their competitor will get the benefit. So it can be the great weaknesses of the Sony Pictures Limited as well. Thank you. This is end of my presentation. Thank you very much.